You know, it's crazy what God can do. It's crazy how God can take you from a situation and take you out of your mess that you place yourself in and place you in something greater. There's no feeling in the world realizing how far God has brought you. There's no feeling in the world. There's no feeling that I can't even explain to y'all, right? That relationship with God is so key, right? That relationship with God is so special. And, I feel you. If you don't have that relationship with God, I understand, because, the world will tell you God's not real. The world will tell you, live the way you want to live. The world will tell you, this is, this is how the world was created. This is this and that. But one thing I know is that God is real. I know. Because he has brought me out of some crazy mess. He continues to bring me out of struggles and pain. This is the crazy thing about it all, right? So I have been going through a phase where I'm trying to figure out what is next in my life, right? Trying to choose a school, trying to choose a path, trying to choose something, right? Making up in my head, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And I need to lock into this, right? You got, part of me wants to do this thing. Another part of me wants to do this thing. Another me wants to do this thing. But I could never, and I'm telling y'all, bro, never come to an exact plan, right? Because I have a routine now, right? I wake up in the morning, 5, 6, 7 a.m. I look at the market. I look at different things. And I still, even though I'm feeling productive, I'm not feeling accomplished. And I think that's the devil getting to my head, me not, allowing God to speak to me, and me not being patient enough. My problem has been patience. I've been waiting 6 to 7 months, dating back to last year, of, I've heard God, right? God has spoke to me through visions, through people, through places, telling me oh yeah, bro, I can show you how to do this. I can show you how to day trade. I can show you how to present I can show you how to make this business. I can show you how to, I can put you onto this new job. But and I feel like I can get my thoughts out on here, because I don't really care who's watching. But it's sometimes I not necessarily abandon God, but sometimes I'm so bundled up in my emotions that I don't open my word. And it's you would think, Draco, you're a Christian, you're a follower of Christ, regardless of how you're feeling, your emotional state, you still need to open your word and pray to God. And it's bro, sometimes I don't even feel worthy to open the word. Sometimes I don't feel worthy to talk to God, because it's why am I'm caught up in my emotions, I'm caught up in my head, and I'm okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to think. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to react. It feels like life is a rush for me right now. It feels like time is just moving by so fast. And it's I'm not doing enough every single day. It's oh man, I'm getting caught up in my own mess. Life is just passing me by. And I had to make this read in my head. I can't keep allowing this. I can't keep allowing myself to be left behind. So in my head, I have to make a decision. In my head, I have to choose a path. But I have to consult God, even though it's been very difficult sometimes to come to God, because it feels like everything is silent and dormant and I don't know what to do. But I have to remain steadfast. I have to remain hungry for God. I have to remain desiring God. I have to keep doing these things, even when it gets difficult. And that's been the hardest part about these last 6 months, is being patient, right? Seeing those around me win, be successful, right? Getting the things they maybe have been praying for. Then, me, I'm just kind of sitting here. staring at a wall and my own emotions, just staring, not knowing how to feel, not knowing how to think, not knowing what to think. It's like, Lord, is there something I'm missing? Is it me? Is it how, like, have I done something? It's, why is it so hard for me to maybe make friends? Why is it so hard for people to maybe care about, like, or to, let's say, to quote unquote love me, right? Is it my fault that I'm putting myself around the wrong people? Is it my fault that I'm even acknowledging their presence? Is it my fault that, maybe I keep making these mistakes and it keeps putting me further and further back from my purpose? Is it that I'm already living in my purpose? I'm just not growing in my purpose? I ask myself these questions, and I know, like, deep down y'all have the same feeling, and that's how I've been feeling for like the longest time. This is me putting everything out there for y'all. I'm telling you, the last 6 to 7 months, ever since, and I hate to make this about a girl, but ever since I stopped, ever since that ended, sure, my body has transformed, sure, my faith may have strengthened, sure, maybe even my mental has gotten stronger, but it's hard for me to trust. It's hard for me to look at people the same. It's hard for me to sometimes push on and move on and look at blessings that could be way better. It's hard for me to push past something that was making you feel so good in the moment. And it's like, now you get replaced, you get broken, and then you have to pick up the pieces and keep it moving. That's why I try not to stress myself out, even though I stress myself out mentally every single day. And it's so hard. It feels like I'm yapping right now, honestly, to you all, but I'm just keeping it real as a Christian follower, as somebody who's trying to strive to do better and become closer to God. It is continuously getting any and every day more harder to stay focused on what's a blessing in your life, the blessings that you already have in your life. I had somebody talk to me the other day. I literally had a friend tell me after we had left the mall, and shout out to you, bro. You know who you are. We had a long conversation, and he was telling me about, man, you have to acknowledge the blessings you have now. Don't think about, don't even think about where you're headed. Think about what God has brought you through. Think about what God plans to do for your future. Think about what God has for you. And I'll never forget, he told me that, and it sticks with me. And so I just acknowledge the present. I just live in the present, and I just live in the moment now, because the future is not a present thing, right? All you can do is control the now. All you can do is live in the now. And me realizing this, I have to understand, like, I have to be patient. I have to be, I have to go through struggle. I have to wait for God. I have to go through heartbreak. I have to go through these things because it all aligns with His will. It all aligns with what Jesus went through. It all aligns with my life. And if you're feeling the same way I'm feeling, it aligns with your life as well. A lot of us are going to go through struggle, and there's no doubt about that. But how you're feeling now is only temporary. But how you're feeling now is a part of your story. It's a part of your journey. And I can only encourage you to continue to strive to do the Lord's will, to strive to live in the purpose He has for you, and to not only, not strive for more, but to appreciate the blessings God has given you now. I remember even my mom was telling me today, like, you need to give because you got you got paid Thursday. So acknowledge that that's a blessing. Regardless of maybe how much you get paid a week, how many hours you worked, still give thanks to God because it's still a blessing. I don't know. That's how I've been feeling. It's how I've been feeling. And that's where I'm at right now. But I appreciate y'all watching all of it. If you did, you're a real one. If you're not, maybe you should unsubscribe because I don't know. I don't know. But thank you for watching, bro. And as always, bro, God God bless every single one of you.